Hey, it's me, your boy Blue Gansiga, and today I'll be talking about the first set of cards out of the newest set. Actually, I don't know the name of the set, but it says Dawn of Majestics. Anyways, for I'm just gonna get right into this real quick. First, we have Converging Dragon. It's a level 1 light tuner dragon effect monster and has 0 attack and 0 defense. You can only special summon Wish Converging Dragons once per turn, and this cannot be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a majestic monster. So this is basically for Majestic Stardust as well as Majestic Red Dragon Archfiend, but mostly Majestic Stardust. If this card's name becomes Majestic Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. When you draw this card, you can reveal it, special summon it from your hand, and if you control a level 8 or higher Dragon Synchro monster, you can special summon one level 1 Dragon monster from your deck. So you can just use it to summon Xiaolong or Brotar. Brotar is obviously the better choice. Next, we have Stardust Synchron, which I actually like and is my favorite of all the new cards. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can tribute one monster. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except synchro monsters. Also special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. So it has a nice special summon effect and it's level 4 tuner, and there's no restrictions as to what you can actually synchro summon using this card. And the second effect, if this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one spell trap from your deck that specifically lists the card Stardust Dragon in its text from your deck to your hand, which is pretty alright. I mean, there's not too many cards you can get with this effect, but there are there are a few good cards you can actually search off of this card's effect. Next, we have Stardust Trail. It's a light dragon effect monster, level 4, 500 attack and 2000 defense. Also, the Stardust Synchron monster is a machine monster. Anyways, first effect. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, and a monsters you control is tributed, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. Second effect. If a Warrior Synchron or Stardust Synchro monster is synchro summoned using this card as material, you can special summon one Stardust token, and the token's a level 1 Light Dragon with 0 attack and 0 defense, which is pretty nice. Since if you actually tribute with Stardust Synchron, you can get this card out that's already a Stardust Dragon, plus that Synchron, plus the level 1 token. You can easily find a way to make formula synchron. Next, we have Shooting Majestic Star Dragon. It requires Majestic Dragon plus one or more non-tuner monsters, including a Dragon Synchro monster. Must first be synchro summoned. Once per turn, you can negate the effects of one effect monster your opponent controls. For each Stardust Dragon and each Synchro monster that specifically lists that card in its text in your graveyard, this card can make one additional attack during each battle phase. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or quick effect, you can banish this card until the end phase. And if you do, negate the activation, and if you do that, banish that card. Next, we have the continuous spell Arriving Miracle. When this card resolves, you can place one level 1 dragon monster from your hand or deck on top of your deck. Stardust Dragon and Synchro monsters that specifically list that card in their text on the field cannot be returned to the extra deck, which circumvents one of the weaknesses of, I forgot the name of it, but there's a weakness on that card and this helps prevent it. If a Synchro monster is special summoned, you can apply one of these effects. Also, you cannot apply this same effect of Arriving Miracle again for the rest of this turn. Draw one card or special summon one tuner from your hand. Next we have Stardust Illuminate, and it's a normal spell card. Send one Stardust monster from your deck to the graveyard, or if you control a Stardust Dragon or a Synchro monster that specifically lists Stardust Dragon in its text, you can special summon that monster instead. Second effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Stardust monster you control, increase or decrease its level by 1 until the end of this turn. So that's also pretty nice since you could just use it to Foolish Burial your Stardust Synchron, and if you need to, you could actually modulate levels with this card. Both are hard ones per turn, by the way. But I figured I wouldn't really have to specify that. Next is Majestic Absorption. Target one Stardust Dragon or one Synchro monster that specifically lists that card in its text you control. Activate one of these effects. Equip one face-up monster your opponent controls to that target, meaning this doesn't target at all. So unlike crossover, it doesn't have to target, so you can use it to absorb any monster your opponent controls. That target can attack directly this turn, or each time that target destroys an opponent's monster by battle this turn, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. Obviously, this one is the best of all of them, and I guess this one is a close second. I guess depending. Anyways. Next and lastly, we have the Continuous Trap Majestic Mirage. If a face-up Stardust Dragon or Synchro monster that if a face-up Stardust Dragons or Synchro monsters that that specifically lists that card in its text you control leaves the field to activate its own effect or by its own effect, you can apply one of these effects. Also, you cannot apply the same effect of Majestic Mirage again for the rest of this turn. Special summon one of those monsters, banish one monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard, again non-targeting, and all damage you take this turn is halved, which is pretty nice. So at least that way when you get rid of your monster, you're not left completely wide open. Anyways, my favorite out of all these being Majestic Absorption, Stardust Illuminate, and Stardust Trail, as well as Stardust Synchron. Because let's be real, making an entire deck around Majestic Stardust doesn't seem all that great or all that fun, or at least to me. But who knows, I can actually be wrong. And hopefully I remember to actually make the edit. And this is my current build using the new cards. I know I have a very weird way of building decks, but this is what I have so far. Anyways, tell me what you guys think of the new cards coming out of the newest set. Anyways, it's me, your boy Blue Gatsuga, and I'm out.